Okay. Been off on my days again. I had to make sure. Oh, mm, I'm currently battling some kind of diaphragm pain here. Uh, Once you get 26 and older, y'all, you're done. You're done feeling good every day. Something's gonna hurt every single day on you. Do what?
You could have pulled a muscle.
Yeah, I could have even pulled a muscle today. I was running around playing basketball and football today, throwing the football. All right, glad y'all tuning in with us tonight. We're doing our 1 year Bible challenge read, and we are in Exodus 16 through 18 tonight.
I think you're going too far.
Oh, my bookmark fell out. Whoops.
Your son pulled it out.
Oh, my son pulled it out. All right. So, anyways, uh, hmm. Hey, Levi said, hey, appreciate you tuning in tonight, buddy. Hope y'all are all having a good Saturday night. We're gonna be in 16, Exodus 16 through 18 tonight. All right. Mana and quail provided.
Manna.
Oh, manna and quail provided. All right.
No,
Oh, quail.
bird.
Okay. Oh, manna. Oh, yeah, manna and quail provided.
Bird of manna raining from above.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all right. Well, we appreciate y'all joining in. We'll jump on in here and get started reading. Got my nice hot cup of coffee there, and but yeah, so here we go. Exodus 16, starting out.
The whole Israelite community set out from Elim and came to the desert of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai. Sienna? Something.
So let's see. Yeah.
On the 15th day of the second month after they had come out of Egypt, in the desert the whole community grumbled against Moses and Aaron. The Israelites said to them, if we had died by the Lord's hand in Egypt, there we sat around pots of meat and ate all the food we wanted. But you have brought us out into this desert to starve this entire assembly to death. Then the Lord said to Moses, I will rain down bread from heaven for you. The people are to go out each day and gather enough for that day. In this way I will test them and see whether they will follow my instructions. On the sixth day they are to prepare what they bring in, and that is to be twice as much as they gather on the other days. So Moses and Aaron said to all the Israelites, in the evening you will know that it was the Lord who brought you out of Egypt. And in the morning you will see the glory of the Lord, because he has heard your grumbling against him. Who are we that you should grumble against us? Moses also said, you will know that it was the Lord when he gives you meat to eat in the evening and all the bread you want in the morning, because he has heard your grumbling against him. Who are we? You are not grumbling against us, but against the Lord.
I'll pause you right there. We're at Exodus 16:9. We just had a big spike in viewers. Appreciate y'all joining in. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're having a good Saturday night. Uh, young Morgan Freeman said, is this a ritual? No, man, this is just our 1 year Bible read challenge. So we're just trying to knock out the Bible in a year. And about every night or every other night we go live. But young Morgan said hi. Uh, Russian Paul said, bro, let's see. Oh, he said, I am, can sub. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Subscribe. Gordy Mike 78 said hi. Appreciate all y'all joining in. Hit that like and subscribe button. I live in Australia. It's Sunday. Oh, nice. I didn't take that into consideration. We're here in the United States. So happy Saturday night or happy Sunday to y'all. Yeah. So if you're just tuning in watching, so good. That's a good day to worship there and read God's word. So we're gonna be picking up in 16:9. But hit that like and subscribe button, guys. We appreciate it. You're welcome.
Then Moses told Aaron, say to the entire Israelite community, come before the Lord, for he has heard your grumbling. While Aaron was speaking to the whole Israelite community, they looked toward the desert, and there was the glory of the Lord appearing in the cloud. The Lord said to Moses, I have heard the grumbling of the Israelites. Tell them, at twilight you will eat meat, and in the morning you will be filled with bread. Then you will know that I am the Lord your God. That evening quail came and covered the camp, and in the morning there was a layer of dew around the camp. When the dew was gone, thin flakes like frost on the ground appeared on the desert floor. When the Israelites saw it, they said to each other, "What is it?" For they did not know what it was. Moses said to them, "It is bread the Lord has given you to eat. This is what the Lord has commanded. Everyone is together as much as they need. Take an omer for each person you have in your tent." The Israelites did as they were told. Some gathered much, some little. And when they measured it by the omer, the one who gathered much did not have too much, and the one who gathered little did not have too little. Everyone had gathered just as much as they needed. Then Moses said to them, "No one is to keep any of it until morning." However, some of them paid no attention to Moses. They kept part of it until morning, but it was full of maggots and began to smell. So Moses was angry with them. Each morning everyone gathered as much as they needed, and the sun grew hot.
Exodus 16:24. So we got-
22.
Oh, Exodus
It melted away.
16:22.
On the sixth day they gathered twice as much, 2 omers for each person, and the leaders of the community came and reported this to Moses. He said to them, "This is what the Lord commanded. Tomorrow is to be a day of Sabbath rest, a holy Sabbath to the Lord. So bake what you want to bake and boil what you need to boil. Save whatever is left and keep it until morning."
I'm not working tomorrow. I forgot it's the day of Sabbath.
So they saved it until morning, as Moses commanded, and did not stink or get maggots in it.
What's that?
"Eat it today," Moses said, "because today is the Sabbath to the Lord. You will not find any of it on the ground today. 6 days you are to gather it, but on the seventh day, the Sabbath, there will not be any." Nevertheless, some of the people went out on the seventh day to gather it, but they found none. Then the Lord said to Moses, "How long will you refuse to keep my commands and my instructions? Bear in mind that the Lord has given you the Sabbath. That is why on the sixth day he gives you bread for 2 days. Everyone is to stay where they are on the seventh day. No one is to go out." So the people rested on the seventh day. The people of Israel called the bread manna. It was white like coriander seed and tasted like wafers made with honey. Moses said, "This is what the Lord has commanded. Take an omer of manna and keep it for the generations to come, so they can see the bread I gave you to eat in the wilderness when I brought you out of Egypt." So Moses said to Aaron, "Take a jar and put an omer of manna in it, and place it before the Lord to be kept for the generations to come." As the Lord commanded Moses, Aaron put the manna with the tablets of the covenant law, so that it may be preserved. The Israelites ate manna 40 years until they came to a land that was settled. They ate manna until they reached the border of Canaan. An omer is 1/10 of an ephah.
Is that done with 17? All right. So we're picking up starting in Exodus 17. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button. We appreciate y'all joining in.
The whole Israelite community set out from the desert of Sin, traveling from place to place as the Lord commanded. They camped at Rephidim, but there was no water for the people to drink. So they quarreled with Moses and said, "Give us water to drink." Moses replied, "Why do you quarrel with me? Why do you put the Lord to the test?" But the people were thirsty for water there, and they grumbled against Moses. They said, "Why did you bring us up out of Egypt to make us and our children and livestock die of thirst?" And Moses cried out to the Lord, "What am I to do with these people? They are almost ready to stone me." The Lord answered Moses, "Go out in front of the people, take with you some of the elders of Israel, and take your hand the staff with which you struck the Nile, and go. I will stand there before you by the rock at Horeb. Strike the rock, and water will come out of it for the people to drink. So Moses did this in the sight of the elders of Israel, and he called the place Massah and Meribah, because the Israelites quarreled and because they tested the Lord, saying, "Is the Lord among us or not?"
All right, 17:8. The Amalekites attack.
The Amalekites came and attacked the Israelites at Rephidim. Moses said to Joshua, "Choose some of our men and go out to fight the Amalekites. Tomorrow I will stand on top of the hill with the staff of God in my hands." So Joshua fought the Amalekites as Moses had ordered, and Moses, Aaron, and Hur went to the top of the hill. As long as Moses held up his hands, the Israelites were winning. But whenever he lowered his hands, the Amalekites were winning. When Moses' hands grew tired, they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat on it. Aaron and Hur held his hands up, one on one side and one on the other, so that his hands remained steady till sunset. So Joshua overcame the Amalekite army with the sword. Then the Lord said to Moses, Write on a scroll as something to be remembered, and make sure that Joshua hears it, because I will completely blot out the name of Amalek from under heaven." Moses built an altar and called it "The Lord is my banner." He said, "Because hands were lifted up against the throne of the Lord will be at war against the Amalekites from generation to generation. 18.
All right. We're starting in Exodus 18, y'all, the last one.
Now Jethro the priest of Midian and father-in-law of Moses heard everything God had done for Moses and for his people Israel, and how the Lord had brought Israel out of Egypt. After Moses had sent away his wife Zipporah, his father-in-law Jethro received her and her 2 sons. One son was named Gershom, for Moses said, "I have become a foreigner in a foreign land." And the other was named Eleazar, for he said, "My father's God was my helper. He saved me from the sword of Pharaoh." Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, together with Moses' sons and wife, came to him in the wilderness, where he was camped near the mountain of God.
My kind of man.
Huh?
My kind of man.
Jethro had sent word to him, "I, your father-in-law Jethro, am coming to you with your wife and her 2 sons."
Pause it just real quick. We had another spike in viewers. Appreciate y'all new just joining in. We're in Exodus 18. What's the verse there? 18:7. Exodus 18:7. Appreciate y'all tuning in to our live Bible read tonight. Hit that like and subscribe button.
So Moses went out to meet his father-in-law and bowed down and kissed him. They greeted each other and then went into the tent. Moses told his father-in-law about everything the Lord had done to Pharaoh and the Egyptians for Israel's sake, and about all the hardships they had met along the way and how the Lord had saved them. Jethro was delighted to hear about all the good things the Lord had done for Israel in rescuing them from the hand of the Egyptians. He said, "Praise be to the Lord who rescued you from the hand of the Egyptians and of Pharaoh, who rescued the people from the hand of the Egyptians. Now I know that the Lord is greater than all other gods." For he did this to those who had treated Israel arrogantly. Then Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, brought a burnt offering and other sacrifices to God. And Aaron came with all the elders of Israel to eat a meal with Moses' father-in-law in the presence of God. The next day Moses took his seat to serve as judge for the people. And they stood around him from morning till evening. When his father-in-law saw that all Moses was doing for the people, he said, "What is this you are doing for the people? Why do you alone sit as judge while all these people stand around you from morning till evening?" Moses answered him, "Because the people come to me to seek God's will." Whenever they have a dispute, it is brought to me, and I decide between the parties and inform them of God's decrees and instructions." Moses' father-in-law replied, "What are you do? What are you do? What you are doing is not good. You and these people who come to you will only wear yourselves out. The work is too heavy for you. You cannot handle it alone. Listen now to me, and I will give you some advice, and may God be with you."
You want me to pick up and start reading?
No,
Okay. God be with me. Where you
let
at?
me finish this.
Okay.
"You must be the people's representative before God and bring their disputes to them." 20.
Alright. Exodus 18:20. Exodus 18:20. Instruct them about the statutes and laws, and teach them the way to live and what they must do. But you should select from all the people able men, God-fearing, trustworthy, and hating dishonest profit. Place them over the people as commanders of thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens. They should judge the people at all times. Then they can bring you every major case, but judge every minor case themselves. In this way you will lighten your load, and they will bear it with you. If you do this, and God so directs you, you will be able to endure, and also these people will be able to go home satisfied. Moses listened to his father-in-law and did everything he said. So Moses chose able men from all Israel and made them leaders over people as commanders of thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens. They judged the people at all times. They would bring the hard cases to Moses, but they would judge every minor cases themselves. 27. Moses let his father-in-law go as he journeyed to his own land. All right, you guys. Oh, we just had a big spike in the viewers there right here at the end. We just got done doing Exodus 16 through 18. I encourage y'all to go ahead and read 19 alone there. We're going to go ahead and read 19, and then hopefully when we pick back up tomorrow night, we'll be doing 20 and 21 and all that. Let's see. Teresa B. T. 560. Amen. You know, Jesus is watching over us. He's seeing people, what they're doing, and seeing people, are they reading the Bible? Amen. Hope y'all are all having a good Saturday night. So we're fixing to wrap it up and close it off here. That was Exodus 16 through 18. So like I say, I encourage y'all to go ahead and read 19, and we'll probably be picking up on 20 and 21 and 22 tomorrow night. So hope y'all are all having a good, safe Saturday night out there and staying warm, and hope y'all have a good rest of y'all's weekend, and hope y'all have fun today. If you're new here tuning in and haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Go check out some videos on the channel. I'll probably be doing a live for y'all probably sometime tomorrow. Just getting on here doing another weekly Q&A for y'all. Well, y'all have a good night, and God bless y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Wendy L. Long, like Wendy, like the wind. L. Long said hello. Hello. Hit that like and subscribe button. Go check out some videos on the channel. We just got done doing our 1-year Bible read. We done Exodus 16 through 18, so go ahead and read 19 alone, y'all. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.